Go.
Okay, this is Kaitin. We're going to show you some techniques today. It's a pangamot drill. It's to get your hands moving. It's just to build reaction and timing. It's not actually, you're not trying to actually hit the person you're training with on this one. This branches off into a ton more techniques and teaches you some trapping and setups and how to come in on people. I'll just go over the basic movement of the drill, and then I'll do it with him, and then I'll go over common mistakes that people make. And next week I'll show follow-ups, like how it comes. You can use elbows, hooks, and it just all goes into kind of like a free flow. So the motion in basic terms is I'm going to parry the hand as the punch comes in. I'm going to lift, protect, and I'm going to push down as I trap this arm. I'm going to come in and I'm going to punch. So one more time, I parry the hand. I keep it right. I want the arm right by my head. I'm going to lift up and protect, so I'm still really tight. I push down right above the elbow and I hit. When he does it to me on basic terms, I parry the hand. So he throws it right here. See, it's still right by my face. I'm going to lift up and protect. Now here, so I'm trying to get a sense of where the arm is. So first I parry right by his hand, right near the forearm by the elbow. Now I push right above the elbow and I control him. It's like I'm controlling his body, and then boom, I come in, I punch him right in the face. On the other side, I parry the hand right by my head. I don't want to parry down here. I lift right by the forearm, push down on the elbow, boom, punch to the face. I'll just go over quick mistakes that people make. The first and most common mistake that people make is they parry this far away. This is dangerous because he's just going to come in right away and then throw the other punch. In reality, I'm teaching myself to parry very low, which opens up my face. Even if this is kind of protecting, I'm still wasting this arm. If I parry here and he tries to throw the other punch, this hand is still in play to protect. On the other side, if I parry here and he throws another punch, his hand is still here to protect. Okay? Now, the second mistake people make is as they bring this in, they go like this, and once again they create distance for themselves. Once again, this is dangerous. He could throw that punch. Maybe I could use it. Maybe it is effective, but the difference is that here, he can't even throw the punch because his hand is already blocking the arm. His own arm is in the way. So it just creates a line, a protected barrier, and it also gives me the habit of when someone throws a punch and I check it, that my hand, my elbow's up. It's a weapon, it's protecting. If he punches me, he's punching my elbow, and if I step in, I'm using that elbow to hit. I don't want to get in the habit of, this is not a position that I can attack directly by just stepping in. This is. My elbow's right here to hit. So I want to get used to having my head covered, because what I'm trying to do is lower my chances of being knocked out if he throws a sudden punch. This is much safer. Okay? Another mistake from here is when people push this arm, they don't push it. I'm trying to break his balance with this push. Really what I want to do in a real confrontation, if I get to here and I'm stuck with the arm, is I'm trying to, boom, trying to turn him. I've actually now shifted his body that way and I'm facing him. So it's much easier to fight a guy who's not facing you. You know what I mean? I'm one step away from his back. He's off to the side. It's really easy for me to hit him, knee him, take him down, anything. Okay, so those are three basic common mistakes. Another mistake is people don't parry, they do this. That's the first. And this is not wrong. It's just wrong for this, starting this drill. Eventually it becomes part of the drill, but right now it's not actually part of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is 1, 2, push down, hit. He's going to parry. Push down, hit. I parry right away. Lift, push down, hits. Do it slow so they can see. He lifts up, he pushes down, he hits. As you can see, it's just free flowing. Okay? Just goes back and forth. As you get more comfortable, you can start having a little bit of footwork. See? Just back and forth. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now the next step from here is, we can stay here all day. This is going to kind of get boring because we're only working one side, so I have to switch sides. So I go 1, 2. I push down here, and I throw a punch here. It can be a back fist, it can be a straight punch. For the sake of doing this, we're going to throw a straight punch. He's just going to lift his hand up, push down, punch. Now we're on the other side. The same exact drill. Now once again, you're not trying to hit the guy, you're trying to stop short of his face. Okay, I'm actually punching right here. I don't care if you turn your fist or punch straight, it doesn't make a difference. The whole point is, I want the reaction that when he just throws a punch, my reaction is right away here. and then I see my hand here, oh, maybe I'll cover up and protect. That's kind of what the drill is trying to teach you. And if, let's say I didn't manage to parry and I just miss, and then at least this hand's coming up, and then I'm stuck and he's rushing into me, you know, he starts driving, at least I know to push down on the arm. It's just trying to build little reflexes along the way that will teach you to suddenly move. Okay, so one more time the switch. 1, 2, 3, I punch. Oh, sorry, we did the same side. 1, 2. So instead of the third, which I'd control the arm, I just punch here. He lifts, he blocks, pushes down, and here. And we do the other side. If I want to switch back to the other side, I go 1, 2, punch. And then I switch here. Now, I just want to show one last part of how this drill actually comes into play with following up with other things. I mentioned when you're doing this drill more comfortably, when he throws a punch, instead of now pushing the arm, I can just tap it as an elbow. I can come here and elbow here, then come over top. And then I'll feed him another elbow and we'll continue from there. So the drill isn't limited to 1, 2, 3. It could turn into 1, 2, hook. It can turn into I come inside and I hit. It can turn into here, uppercut underneath. It could turn into here. That arm he should be protecting his head. Yeah. I can open up here, hit, and then come in and feed him here, and he can continue the drill. So the drill just goes on and on and on. That's pretty much a drill in basic terms. That's all you should be studying at first is the 1, 2, 3. And just get that down, and then practice the switching to here. Remember, the point is to feed for your friends and or your training partner, and to get them to be able to practice reacting. Okay, so try it out. Next week I'll show you some follow-ups to that drill.